Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, and those of you that have been here before, welcome back. I'm Shellie Geigle with J&S Hobbies and Crafts, and today I have the Sir Vagabond 8.5 by 8.5 folio. It's a large folio. It has like a 1-inch spine on it, and this is based off the same design that I did the tutorial on, the Lady Vagabond. Anyway, I just used the same pre-cuts and kind of went with the same idea, except the paper's different and I kind of used some of the cut aparts different. So I wanted to share this with you. This isn't a tutorial, this is just for inspiration in case you got this paper too. So I used the same materials as what I did in the Lady Vagabond, except for I used the Sir Vagabond paper. Alright, so right up front, there's a place you can slide in a photograph if you wanted. However, I think with the front covers of this design, it looks really good just leaving the photo out and using it like that. Let me turn this over. So back here, this is what I did. And the sides are completed, and we have a lot of spacing in there. And I did get several picture mats in this one too. So when you first open it up over here, what I did was I fussy cut out the train in the collection, and then I mounted it to some black cardstock and cut around it. I made it like a little slide pocket or tuck area to put something in there. Now we do have 3 sets of magnets over here. One is right here to clasp over here because it's protruding out the side of the opening, and then of course we have 2 there, so it's not going to cause a problem. Alright, let's open this up. This is really big, and I think this came out really kind of cool. I enjoyed working with these steampunky type papers. The Sir Vagabond is more steampunky than the Lady Vagabond in my opinion, but not too much to where I felt that it was blowing my mind, so I enjoyed it. Okay, over here we have 2 folders, and you open them up, and there's places to place photos and to journal or a couple photos. And then I'm going to move this down, and then over here, what I did was we have the pocket in the back, but I also fussy cut that train out on the second paper pack, and I made it like a tuck area so that I could tuck this back behind, and this is just a folder. And then I've got 2 picture mats here. And I did set aside some photographs to kind of show you what this kind of looks like. So this is kind of a standard size photograph, I'd say. But when you place it down, I do like to have the decorated paper that matches in with the album when I do my picture mats, when I can. Now sometimes we run short on paper and we have to use maybe solid colored cardstock, and that's fine too. But there was plenty left over to where I could do that. So placing a photograph on there, you could slide it back behind and have a highlighted picture, and then put your other pictures back on the picture mat. And it looks good even on these ones that I used the leftover cuttings on. I mean, you get a nice little background on them. So all slides back in. Okay, over here, what we have is a fold out. And up here, I fussy cut out Mr. Vagabond, and I made it so he was a tuck. And I placed a little folder in there. Pretty cool. And folding that out, we have a pocket. And I did a smaller picture mat for maybe some smaller crop photos or a smaller picture size. Here is another folder that I did. And then here you can just lay your photos. Now this will accommodate like 4 by 6 in here, and you might be able to get 2 of them in here if you just kind of crop down the edges, but here's a 4 by 6 and then here's a standard, so you could get 2 different ones or maybe a couple of these and whatever you wanted to do. I thought it would be helpful to kind of show you what it kind of looks like if you were to place the photos on the photo mats and how it could look. Okay, so that side is done. Let's go on over here. So over here, I'm going to take these out And I have a picture mat and just one of the cut-aparts here with the lined paper. And I just kind of stashed it back behind this. And this is the large, I guess I call it an envelope pocket, where I stuck larger folders. As you can see, these are really large. And here's a photo mat too. Very large. And I did that so that you can place a nice 4x6, or if you have a 5x7 in there, you can get that in there. And if you have a smaller one, you can still journal down below. If you have two that are on the landscape, you might be able to get those in there too. And then this one as well, you can get a 4x6 in there. So that's what I did with that. And then a picture mat. So this was one of the cut-aparts, and all I did was just kind of stick it in there. And it holds pretty good. Okay, back side here is just a place you can place a photo, or you can journal about what's in here, what's on your mind. You can place a standard size photo, I'd say, in there. And this is a little tuck area too, so you could tuck even a smaller photo in there. I just made it so you can still get your picture in, slide it behind, and tack it down if you wanted to. Over here is a fold out, and this is a tuck area. You can place a photograph in there. And like I said, this is a large album, so you could place a 4x6 in there. Here's a smaller one you can get in there, or just by using the picture mats and having a nice little border around there. So I thought that came out pretty cool. I like that. And we fold it out, and we have another fold out over here. You can place a photo in there. 4x6 fits there, and you can still see some of the writing. And folding it out, places for photos. We have a little pocket here, and I just put a couple picture mats in there, and then there's a tuck up here, a couple tags. And then this I just cropped out from the scraps in case you wanted to journal. You can even cut these smaller if you wanted to journal on. And here is our waterfall. And so I just kind of did it the way I did it in the tutorial for the Lady Vagabond, and you can still put a photo down here too if you wanted. So I wanted to share that with you to give you a little inspiration in case you have this paper and wanted to give it a go. Before I leave you, I do want to say this folio as well as the Lady Vagabond folio are for sale. Underneath this video, there will be my email address. If you're interested, want to know more about it, you can email me. Anyway, they are heavy and they are large, and I feel I didn't overstuff them, and I believe that there's still room in these to get your photographs on the mats. So I hope that you like them. In any case, I will see you next time on my next tutorial. Happy crafting, everybody, and have a great week.